the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly Korda. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nelly literally everywhere. And the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their #1 golfer...
Imagine this. Caitlin Clark just pulled off a move so powerful, it could completely reshape the future of women's sports and bring Aya Wilson's dominance to an unexpected halt. The WNBA commissioner tried to intervene, but this time, there was no stopping it. Clark has officially been offered a groundbreaking deal from the LPGA, one that goes far beyond basketball, fame, or even billion-dollar sponsorships. And unsurprisingly, Aya Wilson isn't happy. She's calling it unfair, claiming Caitlin hasn't earned it. But the reality is no one, not Cathy Engelbert, not Wilson, not anyone, can stand in the way of what's about to happen next. Caitlin Clark's latest move isn't just bold, it's historic. It's the kind of decision that redefines what it means to be an athlete in control of her own destiny. So, tell me in the comments, is this the smartest career move of her life or a dangerous gamble? If you're proud of how fearlessly she's rewriting the rules, smash that like button, because what's coming next is shaking the entire sports world to its core.
So amazing. She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how amazing of an influence she is.
Upset. It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up...
The moment Caitlin Clark's name appeared alongside icons like Tiger Woods, Nelly Korda, and Annika Sorenstam on the LPGA Pro-Am lineup, the sports world absolutely exploded. Within minutes, every ticket was gone, completely sold out, as fans rushed to grab seats and even booked flights just to witness history unfold. Organizers hailed it as the greatest crossover event in modern sports, a moment where two worlds collided in spectacular fashion. But behind the celebration, panic erupted inside WNBA headquarters. Commissioner Cathy Engelbert was blindsided, and by the time she realized what had happened, it was already too late. Caitlin's decision wasn't just about golf. It was a statement. After enduring months of unfair treatment, harsh fouls, and constant disrespect, she was showing everyone that her greatness couldn't be contained within a single league or sport. That's when Aya Wilson stepped into the picture. Furious, defensive, and clearly threatened. According to insiders, Wilson mocked the entire move, calling Clark a runner who was escaping pressure instead of facing it. But the truth was crystal clear. Caitlin wasn't running. She was rising, transforming criticism into motivation, and turning every doubt into undeniable domination.
Legendary golfer Annika Sorenstam, the move signals that the WNBA star is past her pesky groin injury that saw her miss the majority of the 2025 season.
Caitlin Clark never went looking for the spotlight. It found her. The LPGA personally reached out with an invitation, recognizing her unmatched talent and the energy she brings to any arena. They weren't concerned with locker room jealousy, social media drama, or WNBA politics. They saw greatness plain and simple. World #1 golfer Nelly Korda summed it up perfectly. Caitlin brings energy. People adore her. This is exactly where she belongs. The internet erupted the moment that quote went viral. Hashtags like #Caitlin on the course and #Clark versus the world dominated every platform within hours. But when Aya Wilson tried to throw shade online, fans weren't having it. The backlash was instant and relentless. Why try to ruin another woman's moment? Wilson's response quickly spiraled into a PR nightmare that only made Caitlin's rise look even brighter. What makes this all so powerful is how hard-earned Caitlin's success truly is. She's been mocked for her popularity, criticized for her confidence, and even sidelined by the very league that should have celebrated her. Yet she never broke. She smiled, stayed focused, and kept pushing forward. The LPGA world saw that fire and embraced her wholeheartedly. Sponsors wasted no time. Nike, Rolex, and top golf brands rushed to align with her growing legacy. Caitlin Clark isn't running from the game. She's rewriting what it means to own it, redefining greatness entirely on her own terms.
To play in the Pro-Am with the best women golfers in the world. There you have it. There you have it. The LPGA understand what's great for business. Not what's good for business, what's great. It'd be nice if the WNBA could get with the program. It'd be nice if you didn't allow your greatest asset to get beat up and hacked and fouled.
Rumors started flying that Caitlin Clark's very first LPGA contract could be worth over $50 million. And that's before counting massive performance bonuses and charitable incentives that could skyrocket her total career earnings into the billion-dollar range. The moment that figure hit the media, it sent shockwaves through the WNBA. Behind closed doors, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert reportedly called an emergency strategy meeting, knowing full well that if Caitlin truly stepped away, the ripple effect could change the league forever. Players like Kelsey Plum, Aya Wilson, and Angel Reese were watching every development like hawks, and what came next only turned up the heat. According to sources close to the LPGA, Angel Reese wasn't even invited to the prestigious event. Not as a participant, not as a guest, and not even as a VIP spectator. When that news leaked online, she was livid. Insiders say Reese accused the LPGA of favoritism and blasted the move as a total sign of disrespect. But deep down, everyone knew the truth. This wasn't about favoritism. It was about influence. Caitlin Clark had become a global force, transcending leagues, rivalries, and limits. She wasn't just the face of basketball anymore. She was the face of women's sports evolution, and for the first time, the entire world was beginning to understand just how unstoppable she really is.
It's always fun when people from different demographics and, different industries get together and just share ideas and, just listening. And I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of common ideas and thoughts and but it's also, thoughts on how they achieve and what's important, the motivation and what drives you. And then listen to Kathy Ireland, who's done amazing things, I think many people think of her as, a beautiful model, and then just to kind of go on and do what she does now with this empire. And she probably just started just like us, enjoying what we do, and then just kind of took a path on his own. But it was, like Caitlin said, leadership, self-branding and this, I don't know, you pick up little pointers here and there, and to me that's inspirational, whether it, just listening to Caitlin, her work ethic and what's important to her. And I mean, she's just starting,
Fans, however, weren't buying the hate. Respect is earned, and Caitlin has earned every ounce of it. They fired back online. Then came the moment that shook the entire sports world. As the crowd roared and cameras flashed, Caitlin Clark stepped onto the green in a crisp white polo, radiating confidence. Nelly Korda smiled beside her and said with a grin, "Let's show them how it's done." One perfect, powerful swing later, silence. Every critic, every doubter completely shut down. Within hours, the clip had racked up 10 million views, replayed non-stop on ESPN. Even LeBron James couldn't resist tweeting, "Unbelievable. She's
built different." In that instant, the narrative flipped. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a rising rookie anymore. She had become a global sports icon, redefining excellence. The same fans who once defended her were now witnessing history. For months, people accused the WNBA of holding her back, dimming her light, and silencing her potential. But destiny had other plans. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert watched in disbelief as another league lifted Caitlin higher than ever before. The WNBA hadn't just lost a player, they'd lost their future. Today, Caitlin Clark stands as more than a basketball star. She's an international athlete, a symbol of what happens when talent refuses to be contained. Her journey is inspiring millions of young girls to dream bigger, to break boundaries, and to believe that no league, no critic, and no rival could define their worth. Even Aya Wilson, despite her frustration, must know deep down, Caitlin's rise isn't luck. It's destiny. Maybe now.
Now, it's finally time for the WNBA to understand what real respect looks like. Tell me in the comments, should Caitlin Clark return and finish what she started, or should she chase her new destiny in golf full-time? The world's eyes are locked on her next move. Let's see how many of you stand beside her. Caitlin Clark's story has become one of the most powerful transformations in modern sports history. A living reminder that greatness can't be confined by boundaries or expectations. It thrives when fueled by courage, passion, and vision. From the roaring basketball courts where she shattered records to the peaceful golf greens where she's now drawing global crowds, Caitlin has proven that a true athlete's identity isn't tied to one arena. It's about the bravery to evolve, to explore new horizons, and to redefine mastery itself. When she stepped onto the LPGA stage, she wasn't there to prove her worth. She was there to live her truth, that excellence exists wherever passion dares to go. The world didn't celebrate her out of surprise.
It celebrated her because it recognized something rare, pure authenticity. The kind of authenticity that doesn't chase the spotlight, but naturally commands it. Young athletes are watching her rise with hope, parents with pride, and entire communities with newfound belief that dreams don't have to compete. They can coexist, grow, and expand together. Caitlin Clark has evolved beyond being a standout player. She's become a symbol of fearless ambition, of chasing opportunity without fear, and of writing your own legacy with integrity, grace, and unshakable determination. Her journey reminds us that true legacy isn't built on trophies or fame. It's etched in
Hearts, in the change you inspire, and in the future you redefine for the game and beyond. Whether Caitlin Clark continues to light up the basketball world, dives deeper into golf, or dares to build a career that bridges both, one thing is certain. She's already redefined what it means to be a modern athlete. She's not just chasing records. She's changing the rules of what's possible. Her rise has opened doors for countless young girls who've dreamed of being more than just one thing, of excelling in multiple arenas, of walking boldly into spaces where no one expected them, and doing it all with
grace, humility, and undeniable brilliance. Caitlin Clark has proven that greatness isn't a final stop. It's a continuous journey fueled by courage, passion, and evolution. With every bold step forward, she's reshaping the meaning of success. And as the world eagerly watches her next move, one truth stands tall. Wherever she goes, she won't just play the game. She'll transform it. Her story is no longer about one sport or one league. It's about inspiring a generation to believe that true champions don't just compete. They create legacies that live far beyond the scoreboard.